Who's house? Rams house. You know who we rollin' Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Hit like, share a link. Who's house? Rams house. You know who we rollin' Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Home of the champions. Who's house? Rams house. You know who we rollin' Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Hit like, share a link. Who's house? Rams house. You know who we rollin' Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Home of the champions. When I need a scoop on the league, I hit up.
Welcome to episode 14 of the Golden Ram Buzz Podcast with Chris,
yes sir,
Damon, and Sal.
Yes sir.
Gentlemen.
Today our special guest will be OG Nam. You guys seen him on Twitter, social media, huge Ram fans, always helping Ram fans out with backpack giveaways, football cards.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome, yeah.
Watch our interview with OG Nam. With that being said, the Rams have won 3 in a row. They passed the 5-game win threshold that Chris said was going to happen.
Okay, so there's a guy there, special celebrity. What was his name? Basketball player?
Kareem.
No, not him.
Who?
There's another celebrity.
At
LeBron.
LeBron.
At the
Remember-
Rams game?
Yeah. And remember when he went to Miami? What did he tell the crowd? Not 1, not 2, but 3. Rams have won 3 in a row, guys. What's you guys take on it?
I love it because LeBron said 1, 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. We won 6 games now.
Yeah.
So let me go first because there's a lot of people out there, specifically Ram opinionators or haters. Rams are going to win 2 games, Damon. They're tanking for Caleb Williams, Damon. Oh, I'm
And I
telling
was
you.
one of them.
Yes. But we never brought up that word, me and Sal.
No,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? Now the Rams have won 3 in a row. They're 6-6 and looking good. So if they get to the playoffs, this is great, man. I just love the fun in the game. The energy's back. And what are your thoughts?
For me, it's like, you know, when I saw him at training camp, I knew this team was going to be competitive.
Yeah.
It just took a little bit longer, but they're such a young team. But it's starting to come around now, and I think it's great that everybody keeps talking about the 49ers, keep talking about the Eagles, how they're ready, want to crown them both. But to me, it's like the Rams are just quietly stacking their wins. And to me, I think it's going to be the Rams and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. I really do. And I think that energy is going to be amazing because the Rams are quietly taking care of business, and they're more physical or just as physical as the Niners and the Eagles. But the people don't give the Rams credit, but it's all good. I love the way the Rams are playing now. They're running the ball. You know, they're getting healthy. And you pretty much seen the Rams team. Kind of reminded me when Puka Nacua got hurt when he was on the ground, right? It was kind of like the way everybody was treating the Rams. Like they thought the Rams were done, and he came back in the second half. And so that's how the Rams are. We're coming back in the second half, and we'll be full of energy and ready to go.
All right, so I got to give a game ball again to the offensive line, 2nd week in a row. Matthew Stafford didn't get sacked. I mean, against arguably the top defense in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns.
That
so,
division's tough.
Yeah, so what do you guys take on offensive line play? I mean, I really love Steve Avila, man. He's got to be first team all rookie. He's
Yeah,
gotta be.
most definitely. And then you also add like Dotson. The Rams have, you know, even in Sheldon at center, the Rams have, you know, the middle of the Rams offensive line is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And that's not even. And then you add Jackson and
Alert Jackson.
Yeah, and then Havenstein. The Rams offensive line is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You know, but the Rams get no one's really talking about the Rams, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But it's all good. I like it this way.
Puka Nacua broke a rookie record for the Rams. He's
He
already
did.
1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Nobody thought that was going to happen.
No.
Nobody even knew. But all of a sudden you see jerseys everywhere, custom-made jerseys, people buying jerseys. So this is a great.
So do you remember whose record he broke as
Eddie
a rookie?
Kinnison?
Eddie
Kinnison.
Kinnison, yeah, in St. Louis, yeah. And that was a pretty good year that Kinnison had. But, yeah, Puka Nacua, he's amazing, perfect for L.A.
Okay, so go
I have
ahead.
a question. You said Cleveland had the best defense, right?
Top 3 or 4, yeah.
Did Myles Garrett play that game?
Yeah, he did.
No tackles.
That's crazy.
No sacks.
No
That's
sacks.
crazy.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so since you threw out a trivia question, Puka Nacua had 100 yards in the first half. First rookie since?
Ram?
Yes. Yeah.
Receiving?
Yes.
100
100 yards in the first half.
Cooper Kupp?
No.
Torrey Holt.
Donnie Avery. You guys remember
Woo!
Donnie?
Number 17. He wore number 17
or
also.
85?
I think he was 17,
Okay.
Yeah, he wore number 17
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Donnie
I remember
Avery.
Donnie Avery. Yeah,
He was supposed to be from Houston, remember?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
from
that's
Houston. Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So, also, too, I like the way, did you guys see how Kobe Turner and Aaron Donald. They're like,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Kobe Turner's like, it's like a singer or something. They're
yeah.
like conducting music, and
Yeah.
Aaron Donald was on the sideline dancing and singing. I like that.
I love the energy because when you have young teammates,
exactly.
they bring
It feeds-
energy.
It feeds it. Yeah,
It feeds
exactly.
you. When you're around younger people,
Well,
it
you know
feeds
what's interesting about that? Kobe Turner, he's been a musician since he was a kid.
Right.
So he does that conductor move,
Yeah, I
right?
love that.
Donald says that he don't like it because it takes so long for him to high five. He's got to go through that whole production.
Right.
But you know the nice thing is because people keep asking, you think Donald's going to retire? And I'm like, he's having way too much fun
exactly.
right now. Right? When you get that kind of energy from these younger
It
players.
gives you another extra
Oh,
year,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Easily.
Plus, he probably wants to finish it out. He wants to see what this team's about.
Yeah,
you know,
that's great.
right?
That's a great point.
And he has the leadership to follow.
Also,
yeah.
too, bringing up people retiring. I think that Matthew Stafford has at least. I mean, if you saw, look at Joe Flacco got out the sofa and he put up numbers. I mean,
He looked pretty good.
He did at 38 years old.
He surprised me. He surprised
really
me.
did. But Matthew Stafford, I think he could build around the line and keep his team intact.
Yeah.
I think he's got the good 2 or 3 more years left.
Yeah, I think so too. The Rams are going to be fortunate. They'll draft a quarterback, but to be able to have that luxury of
Easily.
Yeah.
a couple of 2 or 3 years to develop a guy instead of just drafting someone and throwing them
Exactly.
into the lineup, it's really hard for them to have success that way.
Alrighty, guys. So now to our next opponent, which could be a possible Super Bowl preview, like Sal said, the Baltimore Ravens, guys. Give me your assessment on the Ravens.
Last time we played the Ravens and Lamar Jackson was
I
quarterback.
don't want to talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
What was that, 42?
45-6 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember at LA Coliseum.
Yeah, Monday night.
I just stayed the whole time. I said I can't leave. I stayed the whole time. I just have to be.
Yeah,
I
I
be to work
took
at
it,
4 the
yeah.
next morning. I'm just in there taking this because I know people are like you don't know left to stay the whole time. And as Sal mentioned, it could be a Super Bowl preview. But we have to contain Lamar Jackson, man, because you keep him in that pocket when Susan runs out the pocket.
Yeah, but I think the best way to contain him is keep him off the field. If the
Yeah.
Rams run the
ball.
football,
Yes.
just
Ball
run the
control.
football. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He can't hurt you on the sidelines, and I think that's the Rams' strategy now.
And also, too, I think Baltimore is going to try to feed OBJ the ball because, OBJ wanted to come back to the Rams and there wasn't too much interest on the Rams part. So.
Well, he couldn't come back. He was hurt the whole year anyway. He didn't play the whole year.
True, but I think he wanted to
Yeah,
come
he's
back
going to be
too.
hyped
Well,
up.
he wanted to stay in LA, but
Yeah,
it
exactly.
just the numbers and stuff wouldn't have worked for the Rams. And
Right.
the Rams loved him. Even McVay says that they still
But this is
stay in
business.
contact and stuff.
Yeah,
but
this is business.
Yeah, you couldn't. The Rams didn't have the money to invest in a guy like
Yeah.
that. Same thing with Matt Gay. The Rams would have loved to keep him, but
Yeah.
it has to make sense. Every decision has to
yeah.
make sense, and so financially, the Rams couldn't get it done. But it's all good.
Now to our special guest, Rams fanatic, OG Nam.
Take a bake. The Red Bakery located at all locations. Stateside, nationwide. Take a bake. The Red Bakery. Whole grain loaf. French baguettes. Ciabatta rolls. Regular rolls. You guys know you can't make a sandwich without bread, right? What are you going to use for your peanut butter jelly sandwich? You need bread. Why not take a break with the Red Bakery? For all your tailgating needs, all your family holidays, your family functions, take a break with the Brea Bakery at all retail locations in California and nationwide. You see the hat? You see the shirt? Podcast sponsor and tailgate sponsor, the Brea Bakery. Take a break. We'll see you at tailgate.
Champions, enough said. Come on, whose house? Rams house. You know who we rolling. Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Hit like, share a link. Whose house? Rams house. You know who we rolling. Golden Rams Buzz Podcast. Home of the champions. Whose house? Rams house. You know who we.
Alrighty, guys. So now to our special guest, Rams fanatic, Mr. OG Nam. What's up?
Ah.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, brother.
What's up, Sal?
All right, thanks for
Fan
coming
of the
down.
year.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome seeing you. Thanks for coming down. Appreciate
Alrighty,
it.
brother. So you've been a Rams fan since 2016. So tell the Rams fans out there what made you become a Rams fan, brother.
You know, when Rams moved back to LA, they're one of the only teams that I was gonna follow. 'Cause
Okay.
First of
Oh.
all, the Chargers with San Diego, never. And I was always a Raiders fan, but they were in Oakland, or not Oakland, Las Vegas.
Las
So
Vegas,
I
yeah.
have to stick to my hometown team.
Yeah,
So I stuck
appreciate
with the
that.
Rams.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. That's
And
a
also,
passion.
I also read in your bio that you like to spread love, to Rams fans, and when you see them, you like to greet them or tell us what you do, like when in the community. And stuff.
Well, for me, I've done some community service and stuff in my time, and I know like when you do stuff for people, they'll change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the rewarding. Yeah.
And for me,
It doesn't have to be monetary. It's just like a greater inner feeling that you have.
Yeah, you have to invest, right?
Exactly.
Invest
for
in
me, I
people, sure.
really want to grow the Rams fan base
Right.
in LA because
great.
people saying, Rams, this ain't your house.
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
Rams ain't LA, and man, I just can't take that. Dude.
No, I hear you.
No, I feel like for me, I feel like it's my mission to make
I like
everyone
that.
in
I
LA,
like that,
Orange
yeah.
County a Rams fan.
So make
for
this
real.
guy a Rams ambassador guy.
For real.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
I'll
that's
do
great.
Anything to convert people to be a Rams fan.
No, that's
For
great.
real.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that because we need that. The Ram fan base needs that, and to have someone that's that passionate about the Rams at home,
Yeah.
we need that.
And I have little nephews. I have daughters, so I don't get to do the sports stuff.
Okay.
I have nephews that play like national level travel baseball.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
wow. Uh-huh.
Oh, sweet.
And after the Rams won the Super Bowl, I went up to every kid on their team like, "You're a Rams fan now, right?" They're like, "Well, my dad follows the Cowboys or the Raiders, but." You know what? After they won the championship, I gave each of them a rally towel from the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's
And all
dope.
of them were
nice.
shook, and I'm pretty sure 80-90% of them are Rams.
That's great.
cool.
Yeah, and that's how it starts.
Yeah.
I remember that when you start getting, Ram memorabilia at a young age, you always remember that's your
Yeah.
team.
I still have a mug from Alpha Beta with some Fisher peanuts. Where it ended. And that's from 1985.
Yeah, that's
I still have that
awesome.
mug at my mom's house. So I like
It does work. Yeah,
does.
that's great. I appreciate someone that's really going out of their way, above and beyond, to recruit Ram fans. That's what we need to do because, got a great owner, great stadium, great team, young team, full of energy, and it's nice when someone's going out there and doing a lot of the legwork for a lot of fan base. Yeah.
All right, so tell us about some of your favorite players, past and present.
For me, past, I love Kurt Warner.
Oh,
Yeah.
He is
Legend.
Oh, yeah.
I got the craziest story. My parents took us to a Crystal Cathedral
Oh, yeah.
church in Orange
That's
County.
Robert Schiller's old church.
Yeah, and then the guest speaker was Kurt Warner.
Oh, wow.
And me and my brother were like, NFL Kurt Warner?
Yeah, this was right after they won the Super Bowl. Huh? It was around in the early 2000s.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, because I remember he went on a motivational.
Yeah, the tour. I remember.
Yeah, the tour. You remember that? Yeah, that's
I was a
awesome.
little younger then, but I remember ever since that day, we're just Kurt Warner fans.
Oh, so he's
Oh,
one of my-
nice,
one of my
yeah.
favorite Rams
And
players.
then currently, I love AD,
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Stafford, Cup, Puka, Kyron.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Yeah.
But AD is my most favorite.
Oh, yeah. He's a beast.
He's
man.
super popular.
ballot,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, definitely.
Yep. AD's like Kobe, man.
Yeah.
For real.
He is.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He is a GOAT. Like,
Alrighty, so OG, now tell people how you get how you get in contact with you or what things you're doing out there.
Well, for me, you guys can contact me on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, OGNam213.
Okay.
And me, I'm just a regular guy that just has a passion for the Rams.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
my
we
goal
appreciate that.
is to turn everyone in Southern California into a Rams fan.
There you go.
I love that. Yeah, that's
All right.
awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
brother.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
for
man.
having me,
Yeah, I
guys.
appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate all the hard work. That's amazing because that's exactly what we need. And you
Yeah.
got the right energy, you got the right approach. That's awesome.
And these cooler backpacks I got too. I found them on clearance at Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another Ramley member showed us that, hey, there's a special deal here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
there's
have
one
right
there.
here.
Yeah. Oh, there it
This
is.
pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, and then
it's a perfect size.
Oh,
about
that's cool.
About-
It's insulated.
yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Can I see?
yes.
Pretty cool.
And then about 10 to 20 Ram family members from Twitter were like, hey, can you grab one for me? And I was like, I can do
Oh,
that.
this is awesome.
Yeah, and then I got them for him, and they're shipped out all across America. And then,
Nice.
Oh.
and then all of a sudden, I had 100 people asking me.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Is that right?
Yeah, and I bought 2 palletfuls.
Wow.
From Palmdale. I
Okay.
drove there.
Is that right?
Yeah, and for Ram fans, because I really wanted to spread
Yeah,
the backpack
put them in the right
around
hands too,
the
right?
country. Yeah,
Fans of the hands
one
of
went to
real Ram
Canada,
fans.
one went to Mexico too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Internationally known.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
I just
that's
wanted
great.
to spread the Ram fandom, so I went out of my way to do it, but it was tough. It was tough.
Yeah, yeah. But,
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, I appreciate you doing that for other Ram fans. That's excellent.
And also
It was
too,
definitely worth it.
And also too, we got some cards that you designed too, right? You want to show that off?
Yeah, let's take a
Why
look. They're
not? Why
beautiful.
not?
They're beautiful.
Go, here we go. Yeah, after the Super Bowl, there was a void in Super Bowl LVI cards
Okay.
because it was too current.
Okay.
So there was a void of Rams Super Bowl cards in the market.
Okay.
But at that time, custom card making started to become really popular. And I was like, man, I need to fill this Rams championship void, man. We got to have some stuff up there.
Can I see this?
Yeah. So, I started investing in some custom cards. Here you go.
Wow, this is
I like
awesome.
For the
Wow.
Rams, because it was something that was needed. I really felt that.
So this is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and these cards,
Those are great.
These are awesome.
some of them I
got
had
the
them custom
3D
made.
Oh wow, this
Yeah.
is when AD shirtless with the Super Bowl trophy at the parade. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's like
Wow.
3D, right? Multi-dimensional level. Yeah, I like that.
These are awesome, man. And then this is Cooper.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
MVP, yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, these are nice, dude. AD.
So you put your own twist on them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Stafford,
nice.
Stafford took up last game-winning touchdown.
Yeah,
Man,
it
these are nice, man.
yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
jumps out at you.
It does.
That's nice.
It does.
Yeah,
And-
I love the design, the creative design. That's
I gave away about probably 30 of them too that
Okay.
I custom made myself, and just to make them, it takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
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 and-
That's it's
yeah.
like Panini level right there.
But it was during the COVID time, so we had some free time,
Yeah.
right? So, so I was at home.
You used it wisely. Huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nowadays I don't think I would ever do it, but during that time I felt happy to spread that.
Man,
around to the
creative too.
community.
Yeah, those are nice. It's like you took it to the cards to another level, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to collect cards when I was a child, and a lot of them were basic, but it's cool to see different designs like this because it really pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Especially
one
after the
crazy
Super
thing.
Bowl picture.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. OG Nam.
Shohei Ohtani has one of my cards.
That's so dope.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's so dope.
I got a card to him and he took it.
Nice.
Yeah,
did?
custom made one. I made one with Disneyland in the background.
That's so dope.
With Mickey Mouse in it, with him one batting, one pitching.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
awesome.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
My name's Robert Bristow, owner of Valutinas. We've been here for about 20 years. I've been the new owner for about 2.5 years. We're all about consistency, quality, and bang for your buck. We're located on Valley View in Lamson, 12385 Valley View Street. We open at 11, close at 9, 7 days a week. Welcome.
Alrighty, guys. So we want to say thank you to OG Nam. That was a good interview.
One thing about OG Nam, he's hooked me up with backpacks, cards, and this is a new helmet. He just hooked me up with, he just doesn't know. Thank you for this, OG Nam. I'm going to the rest of the show for good luck against the Ravens.
That's right. That's right.
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to go to Week 13 news and scores. So Shaq Leonard picked the Eagles over the Cowboys. Good move or a bad move?
I think it's going to be like short term, right? Isn't it
Yeah.
just for 1 year?
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good move.
You think the Eagles are ascending more than the Cowboys right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just because you lost one game, you lost 2 games the whole year. Yeah, you lost to the Niners, but you got to remember, the Eagles had a cross-country trip to Buffalo.
Yeah.
They played an overtime game.
Yeah.
Their defense was on the field for 90-plus plays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to get beat up. You lost to the Niners, but that was at the Super Bowl? No.
Yeah.
That could be a rematch of the Rams, Eagles, or Eagles. You don't know who's going to make the NFC Championship game,
That's
so
right, yeah.
you never know.
Alrighty, guys. Last night, Trevor Lawrence got hurt with a high ankle sprain. Now, I mean, this is what the 7th quarterback to be. They said this year there's going to be over 60 quarterbacks to take a snap in the NFL. Now, Sal, you've seen football in the 70s and 80s, and I remember football in the 80s and 90s. Did you see quarterbacks get hurt as often as they are now?
No, I didn't. But I think today, I just think, most teams have year-round training, and I think they overtrain. I think a lot of these teams tend to overtrain, and your body can only take so much.
And then remember when we were younger, we played multiple sports throughout the year.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's your take on Trevor Lawrence and the quarterbacks?
Man, I think it sucks because you want everybody at full strength.
Exactly.
Because the most important job is the backup quarterback because you don't know who Trevor Lawrence's backup is.
Yeah.
Obviously, you saw Bengals quarterback Browning. He was the number one
he went off.
player in the nation a couple years ago in
Right.
high school and in college. But he went off. So the best backup quarterback ever was who?
Kurt Warner. Huh?
There you go. So I'm away with Kurt Warner. So that's always And also, a guy named Tom Brady took over for a guy named Drew Bledsoe. So
Yeah, you never know.
a backup quarterback can change.
No, I
history,
think when
so-
you're a well-coached team, you don't rely on just one player.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah.
Right, in the NFL, you have to be too deep at quarterback. You really
Speaking
do.
of backup quarterbacks, Brett Rippon just got signed again to
Yeah.
another team. So
Yeah.
he's
Crazy.
like, yeah.
Alrighty, so it was just announced that Purdy is now the front runner for the MVP. I don't agree with it. I think Tyreek Hill, anything should be MVP. What's you guys' thoughts?
Even at quarterback, I like Jalen Hurts better.
Wow. Okay.
But I also like Tyreek. What he's doing, Tyreek Hill. To me, Purdy is consistent, but he just doesn't have that wow factor. To me,
that's what they're.
I see him, and it's like, yeah, if it's based strictly on numbers, okay, but I don't see him dominating. He's not dominating the sport.
Yeah, I agree.
You kind of I'm not going to put that in the compare, but it kind of reminds me of, because Brady's first couple years, what was he dominated by? Defense.
Defense,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's like, he's just a regular quarterback. He doesn't do nothing special. And then 7 Super Bowls later, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got the team you're with, you go to a great system. I'm tired of people always like, whose system? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
just
matter.
let them play.
Wins
Bill
and
Walsh, Joe
losses.
Montana, Belichick, just enjoy it. Was it Kurt Warner, Dick Vermeil, Mike Martins? Just enjoy what you see, you know what I'm saying?
But wouldn't you say? I mean, to me, I think the 49ers are getting way too much credit for not having to. They haven't won a Super Bowl in over 28 years.
You know what? They're kind of
Everybody acts like they're defending as Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, you know what? The Rams have done more than the Niners have. But yet the Niners get all this credit. So I think a lot of times people are just getting, they're getting brainwashed by the media.
You know what I hope happens to the Niners? Obviously, me and Chris weren't born for this. The 70s, the Rams always made it to the NFC Championship game. Always made it. Who they lose to? The Vikings or whoever, right?
The Cowboys,
The Niners
yeah.
have made it to the NFC Championship game, one Super Bowl recently, but NFC Championship game, NFC Championship game. Keep on going NFC Championship games and losing. Hopefully, they lose to the Rams this year. I want to see it. 'cause
I
I'm
would
tired-
love to be the team.
I want to be
that
the.
knocks
That's
them
going to
out,
happen.
too.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
I feel strong about that. I know the Rams pass rush will definitely get after it.
Alrighty, guys. So the Lions hold on against the Saints, 33-28. They were up 21-0, and then they let the Saints back in. Thoughts on that game?
It's NFL. Things happen. No team is completely out of it until the clock strikes 0. Unless you're up by 30 points with like 2 minutes to go. Okay, obviously, but you got to remember, Detroit's still a young team. They're going to give up leads. They're 21-0. No, you haven't won anything. You have a young coach. Jared Goff is probably the veteran of the team. He's been in the league for 7 or 8 years. So that's things like that happen. But you still won't win a W.
Yeah, but the hard thing is for the Lions is, 1 week they're the best team in football.
Exactly.
And then next week it's, they're young. And then they win. They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Whether they're young. You can't have it both ways.
I agree.
They're just not ready for
Prime time.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not one of the top teams. I would actually say the Rams
Would be the Lions
are
right
better.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is that, then how come the Rams fans or some fans, when the Rams lose, we're a young team, we play it close, but when we win, nobody says we're a young team. When we lost
I
to the
haven't heard
Niners,
anyone mention the Rams being young at all this
no,
year.
yeah, when the Rams, we're a young team when they lost to the Niners. McVay, all these
Well, no,
rookies,
well, no.
all these rookies on the team.
Actually, Green Bay's a
No,
youngest
but
team.
I said when the season started, people were going to mention how young the Rams
Yeah.
were. But I said by mid-season to the end, you're not going to hear the Rams
As
being
you
young.
shouldn't, as you
don't,
shouldn't.
right, and you don't
Yeah.
hear anybody saying how young the Rams are.
You shouldn't,
really
because-
don't. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
And same thing with McVay. He said his expectations have always been high.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He always
As you
wants to
should
win.
be, yes.
The fans are the ones that are saying, no, we should tank for Caleb.
Yeah.
We should tank for this.
Drake
No,
May.
no. I mean, in the NFL, you got to win every year. McVay, Donald, they're not coming back to lose.
No.
As soon as you step on the grass between those two lines, everybody's playing. Everybody's playing. I don't believe it. Yeah, you could be too. Just you got on that uniform, you're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember the Rams are. We're a young team. We're a young team, but that's no excuse. I want to win. If we won the Super Bowl, I want them to be like, hey, we're young. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl because Dallas was a young team winning those Super Bowls in the '90s, and you see how you know what I'm saying. So
But back then with the Cowboys, it was like, or a lot of teams, when you didn't have a salary cap,
Yeah.
it was easier because whoever had the most money, you had the best team. That's why
Yeah.
the 49ers won a lot of their championships was when Eddie DeBartolo was outspending everybody.
Yeah, free agents and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, not to discredit any of these teams, but I just like to be fair. But to me, for the Lions, I hear every week how great they are, and then they lose, and it's they're young.
Yeah.
No, the Rams got rid of Jared Goff because Jared Goff turns the ball over.
Yeah.
He had 6 turnovers in 2 games.
Yeah.
That was one of the pet peeves that McVay had about Jared Goff. I love Jared Goff, but he still isn't at the level, to be winning championships.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Speaking of the Niners, they destroyed the Eagles 42-19. Thoughts on that game?
they had something to prove. I mean, because they NFC Championship game, they have they weren't,
Yeah,
Brock
people
Purdy.
say if they were that Purdy, it would have been a
Yeah,
different story.
it would have been a different story, but we'll never know. So, yeah, you win a regular season game. Yeah, but would you rather win a regular season game or the NCAA championship game? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And if they meet again in Philadelphia, if they meet, hopefully they don't, but I think the Eagles will whip that butt.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with the fan bases, though. Did you see some of the
Throwing-
fans throwing cans?
Oh, that's-
I mean, that but to encourage that type of behavior was wrong,
Yeah.
I've seen some Eagle fans, there was a video that they were playing everywhere where this little 5-year-old runs up to a man and pretends like he's going to high five him, and and then he flips him off, and it's like they're saying, oh, they teach them young in Philadelphia. But to promote that kind of behavior is wrong. I mean, I know a lot of people that won't
That's
go
not
to
brotherly love.
No, yeah, exactly. Brotherly shove, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people that don't want to go to Philadelphia because of that type
yeah.
of behavior. And, you should be safe at any stadium. You really should.
I
And
agree.
so I'm excited for at least our Ram fan base. We don't have those type of issues.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and I think it all starts with the way you promote a team. The head coach of the Eagles was instigating a lot.
Yeah.
And then you saw the incident
fuck,
on the
Big
sideline.
Dom.
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
He's
Security?
the head of security for the Eagles.
He just in the mix like that?
But you can't get in there.
No, I think he's
I mean,
gonna-
that's crazy.
They might ban him.
Yeah, he'll be in
He
the press
should be
box.
banned. He had no business being close to the players like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess when you're getting, you're behind handed to you by the Niners, Debo was eating them up,
Oh, he
right?
was killing them, boy.
Oh my God.
Debo was taking lunch money and beer money.
Snatching chains.
He was doing everything. All right, guys.
That's
KC doesn't help us. I guess they're still mad about that Monday night game.
Yeah. They don't want to give us back.
Yeah, as Green Bay beats KC 27-19.
It looked like they tanked.
You know what's crazy?
Exactly.
It
I
did look
agree.
like they tanked.
I
What's
agree.
crazy is Green Bay hasn't lost since they played the Rams. If we
That
would
is
have
true.
beat them, their season would have been over.
Oh, easily.
Sometimes teams get confidence. Oh, we beat the Rams. Oh,
Right,
then we win
but-
another game.
Exactly.
We win another, they haven't lost a game yet.
That's when they start their run after a Ram game, right? So that
Yes.
tells you how much the Rams just motivate these teams.
And do you see the rest of their schedule, who they play?
Yeah, but you know
I'm
what?
not saying that. I'm not saying they're gonna beat the
Yeah.
Giants.
Chicago.
The toughest game they have. They may have the Rams out and play Minnesota. That's gonna come down to
Well, one of those teams is going to drop off.
well, which one?
I
Like
think
we need,
Minnesota.
I think Minnesota.
we need to catch them in 6 or 7.
I think Minnesota. But if the Rams just went out, we'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. So we also want to say happy holidays to everybody out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the football fans, there are 2 new books that are out. I want to discuss them. One is called The Football 100 by Dan Pompey and Mike Sando. Now, Mike Sando was on Jim Rome a few weeks ago, and he said Torrey Holt was the 4th best receiver ever in the NFL, but he's not on the list as a top 100. But he did have Eric Dickerson as number 40 of all time and Marshall Faulk as number 41. Thoughts on those?
Of all time?
Yes.
I
Top
let
100
Sal answer.
players.
He's a
I
Rams
think
expert.
they should be higher.
Really? But no, we're talking about all players, like
Yeah, no.
defense,
Right, but
everything.
I think they should be higher. I would say in probably the top 30,
Okay, that's fair.
I would say.
For both
Yeah,
Dickerson
for
and
both,
Faulk? What do you think, Devon?
Yeah, I agree with that. Dickerson and Falk. Torrey Holt, he said the top 5.
He said the top 4 receiver of all time. He said it goes Jerry Rice, I think he said T.O., Don Hudson, and then Torrey Holt. He said if you look at the numbers.
See, I don't look at numbers, though, and I wouldn't put T.O. that high. Number 2?
Yeah.
Over
no,
Randy?
He had Jerry Rice, Moss, Don Hudson, then Torrey Holt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like, okay. I only think Torrey Holt agrees with that.
No, because it's really hard.
But he was dominant, though.
Right, and that's what the NFL should be based on. The
Yeah.
NFL Hall of Fame should be dominant,
Right.
right?
In
Not
that team, in
numbers.
that span.
Because you look at guys like Henry Ellard, who played long enough in the league. You look at his numbers; they're like, I mean, he would qualify for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Just by purely playing, for a long tenure. But that doesn't mean you're Hall of Fame worthy. When a name comes up, it should be yes or no.
Or no.
It shouldn't be like
I got to think about it.
You got to think about
hold
it.
on. Yeah, no. It should be dominant. Like a lot of people were complaining about Kurt Warner being in the Hall of Fame, that he didn't play long enough, but he dominated football.
dominated.
When he played. The time he played, he was the most dominant player.
And he led
in-
one of the most not successful franchises to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that one play, that one interception against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He would have had a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. But it would have, could have. But it's all
And also
good.
another book by Mike Lombardi. It's called Football Done Right. Settling the score, setting the record straight on the coaches, players, and the heart of the history of the NFL. He said that Marty Schottenheimer should be a Hall of Famer.
I agree with that 100%.
What big games did he win?
But he said still he's one of 6 coaches to win 200 games in the NFL.
Yeah, he was
Marty
dominant.
Schottenheimer
He
ever
was
been
a
to the
great
Super Bowl?
coach. Yeah.
No.
What big game did he win?
He still won
The drive, the catch, the fumble,
One of 6
Chargers.
200 games.
Are the other coaches in the Hall of Fame? The other 6?
Yes, of course.
Did they win Super Bowls?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
No, but do you think that the standard should be Super Bowls?
I mean, you get 200 victories, but like you never made it. No, you can't say he's won a big game. I can name other coaches who won a big
No,
game.
you're right. But I know coaches that won big games that aren't aren't Hall of Fame worthy either.
But who's in the? No, I'm saying the coaches that won big games like the Super Bowl or they've been the AFC champ.
You think Dan Reed should be in Hall of Fame?
Dan Reed's no, but I think that definitely. I think, I do think that Schottenheimer should be there.
Yeah, he led.
I mean, Chuck Knox. You're talking about coaches that have dominated throughout. I mean, you're talking about decades of good football. That's hard to do.
Yeah,
I agree.
I understand. I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking a question, like,
No, because
if he's in the Hall of, like you said, yes or no. So obviously he's been out of. Rest in peace to Marty Schottenheimer. But why does it take so long to get in the Hall of Fame? You can't answer yes or no within the first.
Yeah,
ballot?
but okay. So then my question would be, what do you think about Marv Levy? He's taken the
4 Super Bowls straight.
Right, but he's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, because he went to 4 straight Super
Right,
Bowls.
but he didn't
the
win
big-
any.
But he went to the AFC Championship game.
No,
and
but he
won them.
lost 4 though.
But he went to the AFC Championship game and beat those.
Right, I get
That's
it,
the
but
hardest
he
thing to
didn't-
do. 4.
right, but he didn't win 4
But Marty
championships,
Schottenheimer, fumble, drive, this, that.
Right, but-
he had good teams. 14-2, something, 15-1, something. 3 different teams. KC
But-
Chiefs should have won the playoffs.
San
They lost.
Diego.
Thank you, San Diego.
But wasn't that
Cleveland.
the same with Andy Reid before he started winning late in his career?
And that's what he did. He won the big game.
Right,
Look
but
where
he
he's
had
at
better
now.
play- he had better
2.
players, though.
Who?
He had better players.
Schottenheimer or Reed?
Andy Reid.
Yeah, who was
I mean,
Schottenheimer's best
Mahomes-
quarterback?
Bernie
Ozar
Kosar.
or Stan Humphries?
Didn't he have Philip Rivers one year? Philip Rivers. Hey, but you're saying he should be in the Hall of Fame or not? So you can't.
I agree.
No, because he's a great coach.
But Mike Lombardi says this: it's hard to win in the NFL.
Yes.
And to be one of 6 coaches to win 200 games, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame worthy.
Sean McVay's
I
Hall of
like
Famer, right?
Lombardi too. Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't. You had to think like, yeah.
No, I think to me, what he's accomplished in his short
Yeah.
tenure is impressive.
I agree.
2 Super Bowls. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
and
who's
you're
the
talking
better-
about in modern
Who's the better
day.
coach in your opinion, Schottenheimer or McVay?
I would say, God, they're both good. They're both great,
Yeah.
but it would be hard because McVay's still coaching right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
It's hard to say who's better now, but McVay's on his way. But Schottenheimer, the teams that he put together have been impressive.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just
I
couldn't-
mean, look how many Hall of Famers he's put into.
Yeah.
Into
Canton.
Yeah, Canton. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
Derek Thomas.
And to me, coaches can only put you in position. Coaches can't make the plays for you.
That's great. That's a great analysis.
Yeah.
All right, that was good. That was a good little
But-
healthy debate.
but yeah,
right
you
there.
I like
you
that
know,
'cause I was thinking, I was like, dude, like I thought that because I was like Cleveland Browns, like you go back to the old YouTuber games, you're like, dang, this close, and then and then something happened like with the Chargers versus New England. The guy has the interceptions
Yeah.
running instead of just going down.
Yeah.
he gets them snatched up and hit getting in. All they had to do was fall
But
down.
yeah, you know what's funny? Also, when you talk about great coaches, when you think about Ditka, right? Everybody always goes back to the '85 Bears. Look at him when he was coaching with the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Dumpster fire.
that's what I'm saying. So,
Traded his whole draft for Ricky.
Yeah.
But
Williams.
he's also known as a great tight end.
Oh, yeah.
For the,
Yeah.
the Cowboys, Bears.
but
and all
but
that.
I think like for McVay, just think about also. I mean, every year his coaching staff gets rated, and for him to keep having success, that's amazing. I've
that's
never
a
seen a
coaching
coach do that.
yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to go to our Week 14 games. Colts versus Bengals.
Ooh,
Dang. That's a great coaching job
Colt-
by the guy.
Colts.
Oh, was it Shane Steichen?
Yeah. Colts.
yeah,
I
I would
got
say
the
Colts.
You got
Colts.
Colts?
Are playing good football
they
right
are.
now. They're, you know, that whole division is quietly playing good football.
Isn't that the best division of football?
I think so.
I
I
think
thought
so,
we
too.
said I thought we last time we said the AFC North.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, because Joe Burrow's hurt and all that. Okay.
yeah.
No, but you just look at the Colts are. I mean,
Texans?
Colts and Texans are playing some great football right now. But it's so funny how the media just focuses on certain teams,
Yeah,
right?
it's like, yeah, I
That's what they want.
agree.
Yeah.
And they just grind them into the ground, and then all of a sudden they're wrong, and they're like, "Oh, okay," and they go to another team. No, you should when you evaluate teams, you should, don't go by numbers. Numbers are same thing with McVay. He's not a numbers guy. Numbers are misleading.
So you guys say Colts?
I say
I'm
Colts.
gonna say Colts also.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Bills versus the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Bills.
Yeah.
Season is over after this loss.
I would say the Bills are overdue.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
to me, Chiefs aren't very impressive.
I agree, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're so
besides
overrated.
Kelsey, who do they have?
They're starting to erode. I
Yeah.
see. It kind of reminds me of when the Rams had Greatest Show on Turf, when you had Bulger, and then you kind of just started
Exactly.
chipping away. You started
Yeah.
getting rid of guys.
Yeah.
When I watch it, I mean, nobody really strikes fear in teams anymore with the Chiefs.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the best team in the AFC?
In the AFC,
I say the
I say Ravens.
Ravens. So if the Rams beat them, we're gonna be here next
Yeah.
year. Man, the Chiefs are the best team in the.
No.
No.
If the Rams beat
No.
when the Rams beat the Ravens, who's the best team in the AFC? Name
Ravens.
it.
Ravens.
two
I would
best
still
teams.
say Ravens.
Wow.
I don't think they could beat the Chiefs.
I would say the Dolphins.
See, I
See,
don't think
the
so. Either. You
Dolphins-
play the physical,
Yeah.
you can't. I guarantee the Chiefs will be in the AFC Championship game.
I might
Chiefs-
have to make a bet with you on
Watch
that.
that. I guarantee
yeah,
the Chiefs
yeah.
will be in the AFC Championship game. I guarantee.
Okay. So you guys
That's
say
pretty good.
you saying the Bills?
I say Bills are gonna.
I'm gonna say the Bills too. Gonna upset the Chiefs and
Yeah, they're not gonna keep losing.
and cheat them over there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Eagles versus the Cowboys
No, okay.
Where are they playing at?
at Dallas.
I got the Eagles. Dallas to do something crazy.
I got the Eagles too.
I got the Eagles too. I like that, but
Because if the Eagles lose and the Niners win, the Eagles become dropped down to a third seed.
Ooh.
boy.
Yeah. That's
And the Eagles and
they
Rams
can't
first
afford it.
round.
Yeah.
ooh.
You never
All right,
know.
OG, now come over for this one, brother.
Yeah. Let's see what he's got.
No, say it.
No,
I'm
see,
getting my hat.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, guys.
No, but that
So
one.
we're gonna preview the game you guys all been waiting for.
Right.
Let's just stay right here.
Right here, yeah.
We're gonna preview the Ravens versus the Rams, and guys, give a prediction and a score starting with Demond.
Okay, Rams gonna go on the Baltimore. I never said the Rams gonna lose. The Rams gonna have a grinded out type of game. I see the Rams winning 20-17.
You said 28,
20-17.
2017.
I got the Rams 21-18.
It's an interesting score. Okay.
I say it's going to be close. I have the Rams 31-28.
I'm going to be the lone dissenter. I'm going to say the Ravens are going to halt the Rams' win streak at 3 games. The Ravens are going to win 24-13.
With that being said, the latest episode of the Going Around Buzz podcast with Kristen by the Sound. Big shout out to our guest, OG Nam. Big shout Big shout out to our sponsor, La Brea Bakery
yeah.
Bread, Value Tina's Pizza. What up, Rob?
Yeah.
Shot by J Pro.